Hey, we're Truth on Earth. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Yesterday on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living, the girls from Truth on Earth and I made for you a Valentine special of vegan barbecue chicken with chocolate sundae cups with homemade berry sauce. And now, Kylie and I are back again to share another wonderful recipe that is sure to bring smiles to your sweetie or any of your loved ones.
Today we're going to make homemade vegan chocolate cake with buttercream icing for Valentine's Day. Any Valentine or family would love this cake.
First, we're going to start off by making vegan buttermilk. Now, to do that, I have a cup of soy milk and I take 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Now, I want that to sit for a few minutes, and that's all, and you let it sit.
So that's why we're doing that for the first thing before we start making the cake.
Correct.
Right.
Over here, we have our dry ingredients. Now, it's really important when you're making a cake to start off with the dry ingredients and don't combine them with the wet. So here we have our organic flour.
And isn't it important too when you're making cakes to sift too?
Right, that makes sure that everything gets combined really well. There's no clumps or lumps or anything in there.
And it becomes light and fluffy too. Exactly. What's that?
This is raw cocoa powder.
Oh, yum. This is going to be nice and chocolatey, isn't it?
Yes, very chocolatey. Here we have salt, baking soda, and baking powder. I'm just going to dump that right in the bowl.
Okay, looking good. Yep.
And here we have organic vegan sugar. I'm just going to dump that in too. You don't have to sift that. So Mom is going to mix that and make it all combined really well. I'm going to work on the wet ingredients. Here I have oil. Just canola oil is fine. Dump that in my measuring cup. I have egg replacer equivalent of 3 eggs.
We like to use the energy egg replacer to make all of our baked goods vegan. We find that it works really well. I think I've used it for 20 years.
Yeah, it's really great stuff. Here I have organic vanilla, and I'm just going to put in a little bit. It gives great flavor.
About 1.5 teaspoons?
Yeah. And last but not least, our vegan buttermilk.
The vinegar really thickens up the milk. It's quite amazing how it does that.
Just going to give it a quick mix. What we're doing here is we're taking our dry ingredients and now going to put in all of our wet ingredients.
Slowly, right?
Right.
And on low speed so that the chocolate doesn't go everywhere. Oh, the secret ingredient.
Our secret ingredient is hot, fresh brewed coffee. The coffee brings out really good flavor in the chocolate. And after you've mixed all your wet ingredients with your dry, then you put your coffee in.
There's something about the coffee too. It has to be fresh and hot.
Right. For some reason it doesn't work when it's cold and old. Now you just let that mix for about a minute, and you want to make sure that you don't overmix it. It's about good.
Looking good. It's a pretty thin mixture, isn't it?
Right. I'm just going to scrape a little bit off the sides. Yes, it's a very thin mixture.
It is.
But this cake recipe, the coffee just makes the cake so moist.
It is so moist and so
yummy.
good. I'm going to have to try it. Mmm. Wow.
Good?
Very good.
We're just going to give it one quick mix. And that should do it. Take my blade off.
Take that for you.
Thank you. And now I'm going to fill my little heart-shaped silicone pans.
Boy, we just started using these silicone pans and they work so well. Everything just pops right out. So how high do you want to fill those?
About halfway is really good because they rise a lot.
And how long would you bake these?
These bake for about 10 minutes. It's really good to keep checking on these when you bake them because they're so tiny. You don't want them to burn.
At a 350-degree oven?
Right. Batter smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Don't worry about it if you get any batter on the tray itself. You can just wipe that off.
It's almost impossible not to make a little mess when you're doing it.
I know.
You're doing a good job, though.
Thank you.
These little heart cakes are the perfect thing for Valentine's Day, too. They're really special.
All right, done with that. And then you put them into your oven. Cook them for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees.
We'll return in just a moment to decorate our mini chocolate cake hearts. You are watching Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living on Supreme Master Television.
Now we're going to make our buttercream icing for our mini heart chocolate cakes for Valentine's Day.
First, we're going to start off with our soy butter. And you just put it in the electric mixer. Much easier than whipping it by hand. Trust me.
You have a lot of experience with that.
Yes. And then you let it whip on high for about 3 minutes because then it gets really fluffy.
You want the butter to get really nice and fluffy because that adds to the richness and creaminess of the icing itself.
We can stop it, scrape the bowl.
About halfway through, it's always a good idea to scrape the bowl. Just get everything up from the bottom.
And then put it on high again.
This butter starts to get real, it changes colors and it almost starts to look white when it gets, when it's ready for this.
It's about done.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Now on low speed, I'm going to add powdered sugar.
Very low speed.
If you put it on high, it'll go flying all over the place. And now you gradually make it faster.
How long do you want to whip it now with the powdered sugar in it?
A little under a minute. Just going to scrape the sides to make sure we have all the powdered sugar in there.
Looks really good.
It's super fluffy. And then put it back on high for about another 10 seconds. And you're done.
We have some ready to go here in a piping bag. This just makes it really easy to decorate with. Of course, you don't have to do that. Here, Kai, you want to decorate?
Sure.
It's so much fun to use a piping bag to decorate with. These little cakes are just the perfect Valentine treat for anyone. So good, so sweet too. Made with love. Looks great. Put one on there?
Sure. These guys makes it a little more festive for Valentine's Day.
There you go. Our little mini chocolate Valentine's Day heart cakes with buttercream icing. Try it. How is it?
You have to join me.
All right. Great job.
They're really good.
Very good. The perfect thing for Valentine's Day.
Thanks for joining us here in the Truth on Earth kitchen. We're glad we could share with you some of our favorite scrumptious recipes. Try them out this Valentine's Day or any day and let us know what you think.
Up next on Supreme Master Television is Between Master and Disciples. In the spirit of the upcoming Valentine's Day and celebrations of love, enjoying vegan dishes and desserts is the perfect way to honor our compassion, affection, and respect for all life.
We'll see you next time. Rock out with us at truthonearth.com.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/veg.